Welcome to our sixth and final week of virtual summer camp. My name is Mary Ann Wright, and I'm a 4-H area educator with Lincoln University Cooperative Extension. This week is all about citizenship. If you've registered for our camp, you should have received your packet yesterday. And in this packet, we have lots of different worksheets and activities that all center around citizenship. Now, citizenship can mean a variety of things. In the packet, we have activities that have to do with election and voting because that teaches us how to be active and engaged citizens. But it also teaches us how being a good citizen can mean completing tasks that we're assigned or actively participating in our community, helping out a friend, recycling. These are all things that make us better citizens. Today, we are going to be completing a fun grab-and-go activity that you will find in the back of your packet. It is entitled Doorknob Duties, and if you don't have a packet, this sheet will be posted on the Pemiscot County 4-H Facebook page, and you can grab it from there. In this activity, we are focusing on being a better citizen by completing our chores or our duties that we have around the house. And this can mean a variety of different things. Maybe you do have chores, and that might be washing the dishes, or it could just be doing things that are necessary every day, like making your bed, brushing your teeth, things like that. So we are going to make this fun activity that is a helpful reminder of all the things that we should be completing each day. To complete this activity, you only need a few items. We're going to be using a foam door hanger. You'll also need some clothespins. Then we need things to decorate our doorknob hanger. So I'm going to be using a variety of jewels, maybe some extra foam pieces that we can cut into fun shapes. And then we need scissors, glue, and a pen or fine point marker. Okay, so now that we have all of our supplies, we're going to go ahead and get started on our doorknob duties. So the first thing, we want to brainstorm an idea of things that we need to do each week. And on the back of our grab-and-go guide, we have a column here where you can list different things that you're responsible for. So make that list, and then you can narrow it down and see what you want to include on your doorknob hanger. So I have 6 clothespins here, so I want to think of at least 6 things that I should be completing each day. And then once I have my list narrowed down and I have picked the 6 that I want to use, I am going to take a clothespin and just a normal pen or fine point marker, and I'm going to write each of the duties on a clothespin. So each one gets a separate clothespin. So for instance, I'm going to have one of my duties to be dusting. Dusting is something that I don't do as often as I should, but I want to do that every day or so it doesn't get out of hand and I have to do more work later. So I'm just going to write on my clothespin the word dust. You can decorate it. I'm going to put some dots on the end of my words here. So I have dust this direction. And this next step is just repeating the same word on the other side. But look how I'm going to flip my clothespin. So I have it here so it opens on this side. But I want to be sure that the word is still the correct way when I flip it this way, because we're going to be clipping on both sides of our door hanger. So now that I have that, I'm going to write dust on the other side. And now one of my clothespins is complete. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other ones with the other task that I have assigned. And then I'm just going to set those to the side. Now I'm going to take my foam doorknob hanger, and it's time to decorate this. And so what I'm going to do first is either put my name or some sort of title here along the top of my doorknob hanger. So I'm going to put my name just across the top. That way, if you have any siblings who are also making one, you won't be confused on which one is yours. So I've put my name here at the top. And then I'm going to make 2 columns. On this side is going to be my to-do list. And on this side is going to be the task that I have completed. So I'm going to go ahead and write to do on one side and complete on the other. So now it looks like this. Now I can take my jewels and my foam pieces and I can decorate. But I want to keep in mind that my clothespins are going to be along the outside edges of my doorknob hanger. So I don't want to put anything close to the edge here that will prevent me from clipping on my clothespin. So go ahead and take the foam or anything that you have. You can make shapes. I've made a heart here, and I'm just going to take a little bit of glue and pick a place where I want to add that heart. And then put it right on there. And then remember, you'll want to let it dry for a little bit. We don't want them sliding off. If you have any jewels or decorations like this, you can also use that. You can even decorate your clothespins by adding maybe a different shape or a different jewel on the end of each clothespin. Then when you are complete, you are going to have a clothespin doorknob hanger that looks very similar to this. And so if you can see, I have my to-do list, so I still need to do the dishes. If I'm in school, I might have a homework clothespin. And then this bottom one is a really fun one, especially if you can't think of 6 things that you're responsible for every day. This one is an Ask Mom or maybe an Ask Dad or Ask Grandma. And this one is really nice because that is really being a good citizen and a good family member if you ask others if they need help in anything, because they might have a task that's like, oh really, that would be beneficial if you would go ahead and do that for me. So this is a fun one to ask, especially if everything else is complete. You can go ahead and ask Mom, and then once you have your task completed, you're going to move it over to the complete side. So as you can see now, I have my trash and my homework. So I've taken out the trash and I've completed my homework according to my doorknob duty hanger. So I hope that you make this, and this is just a really easy way to help remind us of the different responsibilities that we have. When you complete this, you can look on the back of this, and there's a few additional questions on the back of your grab and go activity guide, and you can fill those out. Maybe brainstorming will help you think of other things that you could do around the house, especially as summer is kind of coming to an end. Maybe there are a few things that you really need to get ready before everybody goes back to school and we get in a more normal routine in August. So I hope that you enjoyed today. We're going to be posting another grab and go activity video on Thursday. So I hope you join me then when that video posts at 1 o'clock. Okay guys, see you soon. Bye-bye.